Boys, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I'm recording this awfully late at like 2:16 p.m. right now. And I was just on FaceTime with my friend till like 1 a.m. And sometimes it's just nice to have late night talks. Obviously we shouldn't, but like we're speaking about a lot of like self-improvement stuff, and again, it sounds like I'm justifying it, but whatever. Either way, we're here, we're making this video, and I want to say something, right? This has been a thought that I've been thinking about for so long, and I want to share it with you. And yesterday, I had the opportunity of sharing it with my friend. Because yesterday, my friend was saying how if you keep doing bad habits, right? If you keep doing bad habits, what's the solution to it? What's the solution to quitting bad habits? What's the solution getting rid of bad habits? Right now, you could be doom scrolling. You could be wasting time. You could be playing a lot of video games. You could be smoking. You could be drinking. You could be doing drugs. You could be whatever. What is the solution? We're living in an epidemic of addiction, of dopamine, of instant gratification. We are living in a world which me and you both know is designed to make you addictive. I'm literally going to class every single day, and my class is literally in the city center of Canada, of Toronto. I go to university in Toronto, and I just see like billboards everywhere. I don't know if you've ever saw, like, you know how in like Times Square it just screens everywhere. We have a version of that here in Toronto, and it's just advertisements. Buy this, buy this, buy this. Take a trip to Hawaii. Take a trip to Cancun. It's just everything is consumerism, right? Not to mention freaking Black Friday is coming up, so more people are gonna buy something, and you know what? People can do whatever they want with their lives. But I'm just saying we're living in a dopamine society. So being addicted to something, it's more or less normal in our days. It's weird if you're not addicted to something. It's weird if you're not addicted to Instagram or scrolling. Some people literally, I tell some people, yeah, I don't have Instagram, and they're like, what? Now this is becoming more normal, but like a year ago, if you told someone I don't have Instagram, they're like, that's kind of weird. Why don't you have Instagram, right? If you tell someone I don't scroll, they're like, yeah, but I just scroll because just take some time off. They use that excuse of like, I just scroll because I need to get some break. I had a long day of university, so I just scroll. Like that's helping them relax. But that's a different topic for another day. Going back, if you're someone who's continuously watching, disgusting videos online, pornography, and it's taking a toll on you because you realize it's I know it's bad. I know it's destroying my life. I know it's a grave sin. I know I'm doing something that's filthy and I'm still going back to it. It feels like you're going to be stuck with this forever. Every single time, and I know how it feels, where every single time you do it and you think we just went back on your words. Every single time you tell yourself, oh yeah, today's from this moment on, I'm gonna stop. I made this commitment to myself. You literally, every single word you say, every single time you try to quit, you go back on your words. So now, for some of us, it came to a point where we don't even trust ourselves anymore. It came to a point where we don't even believe you can ever quit this habit anymore because we've tried so many times. We watched so many videos, and yet we are still addicted to it. Especially if you're someone who's tired of the life you're living. This hits especially hard. My friend, for example, he was telling me like I still do some bad habits that are still with me, and I feel so bad. And he was expressing how disappointed he is. And he's someone who knows it's wrong. He's someone who knows he should not be eating junk food because it makes him lazy the entire day. He's someone who knows to not do certain habits because it's bad for him. So whenever he does it, he thinks he's falling behind. He thinks he's gonna be stuck with this forever. She was telling me, what's the solution? And from what I can tell, I'm someone with the permission of God, and I'm so grateful to God for this. That I don't listen to music. I'm a Muslim. We're not supposed to listen to music. I don't listen to music. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have any girls I text. Obviously, like, I still have desires. I'm not saying that I'm some freaking alien. But I'm saying like I try my best, and I'm not saying this out of being boastful. I'm genuinely grateful to God, but like I don't have a girlfriend. I don't talk to girls. There's no girls in my DMs. I don't scroll. I don't use Instagram except for posting videos. I don't watch short form content. I don't really watch many movies. I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat junk food at all. The last time I drank Coca-Cola was like 3 years ago or something. I don't do this stuff. Why? How? By choosing an identity. It's about identity. It's about the fact that I am someone who's trying to quit pornography. I am someone who doesn't watch pornography. There's a difference. In the book Atomic Habits, the author talks about this. There's a difference between someone who's trying to quit pornography, he's trying to quit, and there's a difference between someone who doesn't even watch it in the first place. I'm someone who doesn't watch pornography. And knowing you, you probably already know this. You probably already know the idea of identity. You already know how I have to be someone who doesn't need to scroll, who doesn't scroll. It's not like I'm gonna try not to scroll. It just I'm not someone who scrolls. I don't need that part of my part of instant gratification. And sometimes you tell yourself, oh yeah, I'm someone who doesn't watch porn. But then 2 days later you still go back to it. So right now you're having this confliction. Like you're saying like, okay, well, if everyone's saying identity, 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 how come the identity stuff doesn't work? How come I'm still watching porn? And I'm so happy, I'm so grateful with the permission of God. I didn't come up with it, but I got this idea to really fix the issue. The issue here is that every single time you get pissed off, you get desperate, you get sad, you feel guilty, or like every single time you just lose hope, every single time you do the habit, you are identifying with the habit. So if you're watching pornography, if you told yourself, oh yeah, I'm someone who doesn't watch pornography, and then you watch pornography and you watch it, and then you're like, oh, see, I'm back to watching this. That means like the identity stuff didn't work. Boom. The moment you start going crazy, you lose hope. Oh my god, I'm back here. Oh, I can never quit this. The moment you start getting pissed off, the moment you start getting desperate, you're attaching the habit to you right now. You're like attaching it. It's attached to you. Think about it like this. If you gave me junk food, for example, 2 days ago I ran my first 15K, and I'm gonna make a video on that. I need to make a video on that. But leave a W in the chat. You know what I'm trying to say? But I'm kidding. I don't know why I sound like I show speed, but I ran my first 15K. It was amazing, and I ran it with my friend. And after the 15K, I mean, I was freaking tired, obviously, right? And I didn't even have any. Like I was just hungry, but I didn't have any cravings for food. So either way, we just chose to buy this burrito French taco thing with like fries, and technically it was junk food. Now, I ate it. I happily ate it. I needed food in my system, and we were outside. Obviously, like we're not gonna. I'm at my house. I'm not gonna cook. So either way, I could have been like, oh, I just fell off. I ate junk food. Oh my god. I could have been like that. Oh my god. I'm someone who doesn't eat junk food, but I eat junk food. Oh my god. I failed. I could have been like that. No, I happily ate the junk food. Why? Because I know it's not something I do on a daily basis. That if I say, "Oh my god, I ate the junk food," if I end up being like that, then you're quite literally telling yourself you're back to square one. If I get freaking sad and depressed, oh my god, I went back to pornography. Oh my god, I watched it, even though I told myself I'm not. I'm slip up doesn't define who you are. But you getting mad at the slip up is you identifying with the slip up. An athlete who goes to the gym every single day and he has a bad month, a bad week, his wife divorces him, he doesn't go to the gym. Does that mean that he's all of a sudden at day zero? Does that mean that all of a sudden this athlete is not a gym goer? No. This athlete is an athlete. He sees himself as an athlete. He knows he's an athlete. So the gym is part of his life. As long as he sees himself as an athlete, he will go back to the gym. As long as I see myself as a bodybuilder, I will go back to the gym. It's a big part of my life. If you took the gym away from me, my life would be very weird. That's because a physique means a lot to me. This is the differentiating factor. When we say identity is the way to quit these habits, to get rid of them, it's to say that I don't scroll. Now, let's just say you ended up scrolling and you got really pissed off. That's you identifying with it. That's you telling yourself, I'm a scroller. But a person who slips up isn't someone who does the habit. It's a slip up, right? You're gonna keep having slip ups. It might take you a couple of years to completely get rid of scrolling. It might take you a couple of years to completely get rid of pornography. But you don't identify with it. You look at it as a slip up. You look at it as a leak in the system. So the question goes to show, my friend was asking yesterday, okay, that makes a lot of sense, but how does this turn into action? How do I turn this into action? And what I told him was this. It gets turned into action by asking yourself, what would the version of me, do? The one that doesn't watch pornography. What would he do at this time? If I come home from work, I'm really tired, I'm really just out of it. I had a bad day with my coworkers. I had a bad day with everyone, with my boss, or this is a tough day, a lot of traffic outside, like just chaos, and I'm tired. Typically, the version of you right now would probably just watch pornography or something, or eat junk food just to take it off, just to take off the stress, which only destroys your life because you're just escaping. The version of you who doesn't even do that, for example, the version of you doesn't come home and just jack off. That version, he doesn't even like his idea of pleasure is completely different to how you view how you view pleasure. I realized this a long time ago. I'm so alhamdulillah, praise be to God. I'm so grateful for this. The version of me who thinks of time off is much different to the version of me that used to think of time off as scrolling on TikTok. A version of me who thinks of fulfillment or entertainment is much different now to how I viewed entertainment before. You see, that version of me who doesn't even do any of these habits, he just doesn't really engage in much instant gratification ever. It's a lifestyle choice. He doesn't even use Instagram ever. He doesn't really use Snapchat at all. Like that version of me who's successful, who's his best version, who doesn't watch pornography, who doesn't do anything. He doesn't even do instant gratification much. So, if I told myself, okay, so if you come home now and you watch pornography and you're tired after long days of university or work, ask yourself, what would the version of me that who doesn't watch that, what would he do after coming home after a long day? He would probably journal. He would probably contemplate. He would probably read, spend time with his family, call his friends, eat some food, maybe hit a cardio session. It's all about changing and exercising your power. As long as you now realize that the version of me that wouldn't do these habits, these disgusting habits, he would do something else with this time, this block of time that I come home. So then you would have to align your life to that. If I remember, I'm gonna drop a Google Doc, like a page where you just with a bunch of prompts that you have to write down. I'm gonna think about that. And if I remember, inshallah, if God willing, I'll put that in the description down below. Check it out if it's there, and and answer the questions that are there, because I feel like it's gonna be very, 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 very valuable. But all you have to do is think about the version of me who doesn't watch this, who doesn't scroll, who doesn't do instant gratification. What would he do with his time, and align yourself? And every single time you fall off, it's not you going back to your version now. It's you just slipping. And you get back up, you make repentance to God, you get back up, and you quickly go back and chase that version and live that lifestyle again. And this is why a routine is so freaking important. You need to make a routine. I'm gonna make a separate video on routine because most of my friends, they're on self-improvement, but they're not using a routine, and this is their biggest drawback right now. At 6 p.m. I come home, I'm tired. But the version of me would probably nap, or version of me would end up eating food and reading a book. So every single time you fall down, don't think of it as you're going back to this habit. Rather, you look at it as I just slipped and I probably did something wrong with my life. So I gotta fix that. And then I'm gonna just go back to my self-improvement lifestyle. You slip up, okay, fine. I slipped up. It's not good. There's a leak in the system, but get up, take a shower, let me just go. Let me read a book. This is the secret, bro. I'm telling you, this is the key. Most people could not explain identity properly. But this is the completed identity. It's not about how many times you fall off. It's all about how many times you can align yourself to that guy. And the more you do that, the more your brain starts to realize that you're that guy. You're not this guy anymore. I'm telling you, that's how it is. Man, I hope this video does good, bro. Not because of just views, but this is what I've been wanting to share. I've been trying to think about what is true identity. How do you truly change your identity? It's this, I think. I really believe it. Most people say, oh, I'm not someone, but they can never complete the identity method. The way to really change your identity is a constant renewal of you getting back to him, the version of me that's who's succeeding. I'm going to keep chasing that version. Oh, it's a slip up, get back. Sometimes you'll have a big slip up. get back on your feet. That's the difference. All right, boys, I gotta leave. If you're new, follow my Instagram. First link in the description down below. If you're new to this video and you want to see my journey, documenting my journey, sharing my lessons to becoming most capable self, to my most jacked self, my most successful self, subscribe if you're new. And then I gotta leave, but I gotta pray. But I'll see you guys. I see you boys on the next one. Assalamu alaikum.